What is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. So today I bring you guys loot from 3,000 Vyrewatch Sentinels, released into the game June 4th, 2020, and requiring the Sins of the Father quest. These Vyrewatches are one way that you can obtain the Blood Shard, being a 1 in 1500 drop. So the goal for this video was to obtain as many shards as possible and see how much profit we can make from killing 3,000 of what may be the most AFKable money-making monster in the game. Now, when this video was recorded, blood shards were 9 mil, but 3 days later, as I'm voiceovering this, they are down to 7.6 mil. If you're curious as to why the price went down so much, you'll see as soon as this video starts. But before that, we do have some words from our very supportive sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. With tens of millions of new players, as well as consistent updates and an ever-growing community, it is no surprise that Raid has been the most talked about game for quite some time now. Now, usually you guys hear me talk about the champions that you can obtain in this game, but today I want to talk about all the other things that Raid has in store for you new players, as well as what is to come for you current players. So there are 10 different challenging dungeons, where you can beat 10 bosses requiring different strategies per boss. 12 different campaign locations, complete with an awesome story campaign fully voiced, and let's not forget about the 13 powerful factions where you can build champions, whether they be dwarves, orcs, the undead, or even knights. 460 unique champions, collecting hundreds of them, and over 200,000 active clans with over 25 million players worldwide. So many different people that you can meet and interact with, whether it be on PC or mobile device. And personally, my favorite part about Raid is that it's easy to learn and pick up right away. It didn't take me long at all to understand the game, and especially appreciate the graphics and the time that it must have took to develop it. Plus, when you're first starting out, you get so many daily login rewards that you can always summon new champions and have a good head start even when you're brand new to the game. So the newest update in Raid is the Artifact Forge, where you can save time and craft artifacts daily, as well as a whole new advanced quest system with amazing rewards. Also, the Raid team has brought out some new amazing champions, and as we speak, they are developing the incredible looking Doom Tower. So with all of that being said, the real question is, what are you waiting for? Check out the links in the description below and you will receive 100,000 silver plus one free champion, the Hex Weaver. All of this treasure will be waiting for you here, and remember, rewards will only be available for the next 30 days for new players. Well, I certainly hope after all of that you guys will check out Raid. They are very supportive of the channel, so a huge thank you for them sponsoring today's video, and also feel free to find me in game under the name Mr. No Sleep. Now let's go ahead and get into 3,000 Vyrewatches. Alright, well, here we are 3 days later. I'm feeling much better, so hopefully the voice sounds good for you guys. So first things first, before the comment section calls me out on it, yes, you do need the Vyre Noble outfit in order to use the bank, which is right next to these Sentinels, or Sentinels, however you pronounce it. Now, this was my very first time here actually killing them, after the quest, of course, and I was a little unsure of how to get that set, so I did get it about 10 kills into the video. As soon as I went live on Twitch and people saw that I was killing these things, they were like, Mr. No Sleep, what in the world are you doing? Where's your set? And the benefit of getting this Vyre Noble set, which you will see here in a little bit, is, like I said, you can use the bank, which is directly located maybe 5 steps from where these Vyrewatches spawn, and start attacking you. As seen here in this one clip, you know, standing in the middle of this area, you have almost 3 to 4 spawns that always come up to you and attack you 24/7. Not like you have to run away or anything, they always stay aggroed. At least I'm pretty sure they always stay aggroed. And not only is there a bank 5 steps away, but there's an altar 5 steps the other way. So it's actually incredible. I mean, this is truly the most AFKable monster that I've ever seen. I've never seen a monster put in a spot so perfectly where you literally never have to run anywhere. You just run to the altar, run to the bank, and then run back. You know, this is a crowded area, no doubt about it. When I was doing this, there's sometimes 3 to 4 people per world. But even though there might be multiple players logged in, there are so many Vyrewatches all around this area that really you could stay here even with 2 to 3 people here. You're not going to get as many kills per hour, but a lot of people do use this location. And I expect once this video is released, even more people will start to use this location. And the reason I brought up the price of the Blood Shard very early on in the video is because, as I said, you know, it was about 9 mil when I was making this video. And although days have gone by and the price still looks to be about 7.3 7.3 to 7.6 mil. I do see that going down even further. And I rarely ever do say this in my loot videos, but if you actually want to make as much money as you can here, go right now, because I assure you, 1 month from today, 1 year from today, I will bet $1 million cash right now that this blood shard will be half the price. And the reason I say this is because there's just so many different people killing these things that there's going to be so many blood shards brought into the game that even though it's a very useful add-on feature to the Amulet of Fury, it's especially great for things like Theater of Blood and things like Nightmare. You know, the two things I've never done, so I can't speak much on it. I was told it's a very good high-level in-game PVM amulet, and that's why it's worth so much. So, you know, it's understandably going to be worth a decent amount for a little bit longer. But again, the more people that kill them, the more that are brought into the game, so try to check out these Sentinels maybe sooner rather than later. And here at this point in the video, we were almost 1,000 kills in with no blood shard drop, which is understandable. You know, that is a 1 in 1,500 drop rate, and it's probably bad karma for me killing this innocent hunter. Either way though, these blood-sucking vampires, these deadly blood-sucking vampires, every time you kill one, you get 150 Slayer XP. You only need 38 Slayer to actually get assigned this task, because there's so many different tiers of vampires in RuneScape. That's actually why there's over 6 different Slayer Masters that can assign you this task. Also, a big shout out to the lamp here. Whatever JMod put this in the game, we see you. Now, you do have to actually purchase the ability to get vampire tasks, and that's 80 Slayer points, but that's really not too much. Once they are unlocked, they can be disabled, but you have to spend another 80 points to get them assigned again. Obviously, you need the Evandis Flail or the Blisterwood Flail for these. I'm sure most of everyone knows that, but you know, you can't bring any other weapon here. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the first blood shard drop of the video. Hopefully we see that price come back one day. 8.994 mil, rounded on up to 9 million, and this was pretty, you know, far into the first day of killing these things. This was around KC 1456, I believe, or 57, close enough. So that was really on point with the drop rate, almost exactly the drop rate as a matter of fact, and it really did bring a lot of motivation back to me. You know, I had 16 clue scrolls complete at this point. We've all been seeing the loot tab grow over time because the drop table on this monster is actually not that bad. And even if you're not a big fan of the drop table, just wait for the second blood shard to come into your inventory, baby, because here it is, not even 100 kills later, and we got our second one. First shard, 1478. Second shard, 1579. Never was good at math, but hey, we got close to 100 kills in between, and that's all that matters to me. But yeah, overall, I was very excited to see this. I was seeing a little bit of uncommon rares along the way. I did get a rune square shield, which is like 1 in 6k, a shield left half, which is like 1 in 25k, and a rune 2h, which is like 1 in 4k. So if you guys ever see drops like that, just know your RNG is there. It's just misplaced under a different item. Overall, you know, the normal drop table, other than of course the blood shards, you're looking at multiple different bolt tips in quantities of 6 to 14. Now, these are not really that useful. Matter of fact, the drop rate on some of these bolt tips is incredibly high. The best tier bolt tip that honestly is the only one worth picking up would no doubt about it be the Onyx bolt tips. Those are 49k to 116k. Every other bolt tip drop is less than 5k, so it is something to keep in mind. You can also expect a drop that you really don't see much in RuneScape these days, and that would be Noted Bark. A lot of people who know me know all about the barks, but as it goes for the bark in RuneScape, I gotta be honest, you know, not many monsters drop it, and although the price is 216 to 432, I would say they're certainly worth picking up as they are noted alongside the coal and the U-logs. You can also expect rune ore and rune bars, but they are unnoted. A wide variety of herbs, but you don't need a herb sack because the drop rate isn't that common. And you can also expect blood runes and death runes. I mean, they are vampires after all. Alongside nature runes, rune arrows, and rune javelins. Overall, I was getting about 90 kills per hour, and I did live stream all of this on Twitch. I did a 24-hour stream of this, so I just sat here for a day straight. That was a lot of fun. And then I think I did a like a 6-hour, and then I finished it. So, you know, with clue scrolls, this might have taken anywhere from like 30 to 33 hours, something like that. But really, I was happy with the time. I mean, if you ever do decide to camp these things, not only do you get the AFK benefits, but you know, the quick kills per hour, plus a decent 50 to 60k strength XP per hour. Not too bad at all to get an AFK-able 99. And as always, a big shout out to the Twitch chat. Always try to give them a proper shout out in these loot videos. You know, they do help me get through these. That was my third 24-hour stream of last month, and I plan on doing another 3 this month. So if you want to check out the Twitch channel, just make sure to see the YouTube bio. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and do the price check. Let's see how much we can get from 3,000 of these Vyrewatch Sentinels. We have all of the dust too, so if you don't pick up the dust, your price check may not look like this, but just know it can always look more if you do pick up that dust. Lovely drop tab. Again, I wouldn't advise picking up those bolt tips, but look at those Addy and rune pieces. 118 Addy plate bodies, 200 Addy plate legs, 200 rune daggers. I really like those numbers. The alchables are great here, not too much, but certainly not too little. So the very first price check, rounded up, ladies and gentlemen, comes out to be 9 million. As you can see, you know, Law Runes I think was a rare drop table drop, so you might not see those on your end. But either way, that's a nice starting price check, and now we have all of the seeds, which isn't really too many. Most of them are actually pretty low tier, and judging by the herbs, most of those are low tier too. So I wouldn't advise bringing a seed box, gem bag, or herb sack, none of that. And we also have 27 hard clue scrolls that we still have yet to open, but we'll get right on that soon. So the second price check coming out to be 3.1 million. Big shout out to my man Carlos. And yeah, you know, rounded down to 3.1, that's not too bad. So far we're at 12.1 mil just in normal drops. Just a couple leftover things here, but we'll just go ahead and throw these items in with the blood shards. And at the current point of making this video, which was almost a week ago, these blood shards did come out to be just about 8.6 mil a piece, meaning that we got 12.1 mil in normal drops, 17.7 mil in rare drops. Overall price check from 3,000 Vyrewatch comes out to be 29.8 million. Nothing spent on supplies, ladies and gentlemen. There was a free altar and a free bank just steps away the whole time, and this was no doubt about it one of the most AFK-able monsters that I've ever had the privilege to kill on this game for this loot series. So I hope you all look into this. I mean, I know Sins of the Father quest is pretty up there. A lot of requirements, no doubt about it, while we open up all these hard clues. But it's certainly worth your time if you're into the AFK money-making aspect. Certainly reminds me of Skeletal Wyverns when they first came out, or Brutal Black Dragons. So much relatable to that. With the altar and the bank, I think there's just no doubt about it. This could be one of the best AFK moneymakers out there now. And I'm not too sure how many people have watched this far into the video, but if you're curious about a video regarding pickpocketing the Vyrewatches or the vampires around the city of Darkmire, or Darkmare, I really don't know much about the town still. I still gotta learn about it. You know, this quest line is something that I rarely touched on until now. However, there is a way to obtain blood shards by pickpocketing, and if you want to see that video, let me know in the comments below. I absolutely hate thieving, so you guys are gonna have to want that one, and if you do, I will do it, but if not, I'd rather not. But we'll see. I mean, a lot of people make a lot of money from it. You know, these blood shards, not only can you PVM for them, but you can literally pickpocket for them, and I believe you actually get double shards if you get one. So that's incredible. I do think that's worth looking into for a possible loot video in regards to skilling, which we rarely do these days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. We have one master clue, and unfortunately, we didn't get much from it, but that's alright. Last loot video, we got close to 10 mil from that master, so hopefully we'll always have at least 1 or 2 masters in each of these loot videos. But regardless, I hope you all enjoyed as much as I enjoyed doing this. If you're curious what this vampire dust is used for, it's actually used for prayer XP, something that I still have to explore and learn a little bit about. But yeah, the current price of it is over 700 each, so not too bad. So make sure to pick that up if you kill these things. And overall, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Thank you for your incredible support. I have one promise to you guys this month. You will see more videos on the channel this month than ever before. You have my word on that. Until next time, Mr. No Sleep, out. 7-7, baby.